Hi, I'm back again, and this time we're being Australian. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm a bit sick at the moment. Been sick the last few days. That's why I haven't really been uploading anything, and that's why I uploaded a music video. By the time that's out, this will come out at some point, but at the time it's uploading while this is being recorded. Today I wanted to talk about music. Yes, music. I love music. Music is a wonderful creation. But the thing about music that I want to talk about is being offended by the things that it talks about. Yes, I know I said, listen, I know I said I'm not interested in doing these kinds of things. I'm talking about liberals and conservatives and being offended and what's good, what's not. I'm not that kind of channel, but sometimes I just find things interesting and I like talking about things because I gotta get them out of my head somehow, otherwise they're gonna drive me crazy and bad things are gonna happen, just like to those women in the park in 1997, June 17th. Anyway, the type of music I want to talk about today. It's not really just a general. It's just kind of an in general thing. It's aggressive music. It's hardcore kind of music, or like bands like Cannibal Corpse, Mayhem, Burzum, as Varg would say, or Dark Throne. Some obscure ones that I personally like are Butcher's Harem, Bush Pig, Passenger of Shit. They're all the exact same person, except for Butcher's Harem, because Cumblood's in there. Hi, Roger, I love you. Your vocals are great. Swift, nice to see you too. But I want to talk about lyrics. I want to talk about people not liking those things, getting upset for other people for liking whatever they're talking about. And I want to talk about I just want to talk about this interaction that I had just like 10 seconds ago, because it was really funny, and I was like, okay, I have to talk about this. Let's talk about the lyrical side of things first. Let's talk about the offensive side of things first. Let's talk about why people might be upset at the music that they hear. Because there's two different kinds of music that I would like to say that these people who get offended by the music that I would listen to, like Bush's Harem, Bush Pig, Mayhem, Burzum, and stuff like that, but they won't get offended by rap music that does something similar to what these bands are doing, but they do it over a shitty trap beat and they have clean mumbly vocals. So let's talk about that first. Let's start with Cannibal Corpse. They talk about murder, they talk about rape, they talk about, not really rape, but they talk about necrophilia, eating people, killing people, just all these types of things. People get upset at it because they see it's just screaming or something, I don't know, but screaming is a technique. Let me explain that a little bit. To even do death metal vocals, you have to have that throat strength, because if you just do it without having the proper training, or been doing it for a long time, it really hits your vocals. I would know, because I tried to learn to throat sing, and for the first 2 months, that shit hurt my vocals so bad I couldn't even talk for a week after learning it. But now I can do it because it's the sound. It takes a lot right there. That takes practice. It takes time. Death metal vocals, however, also do take that amount of time, but they're very different. Instead of a you're getting a kind of sound. It's more rough. It's more like, I haven't done that in a while. I do. My band Hitslick, here it is on the screen. Perfect time to talk about it. I do lo-fi music, which interestingly enough has nothing to do with some of these bands, unless you're talking about black metal, which we'll get into that later. I also make DSPM, but that requires a sound. I don't know why I do that. That's just how you can hear, I can't really do it. I'm still kind of stuffed up. Anyway, point being, Cannibal Corpse will talk about that. Let's talk about rappers like, I don't know, let's talk about Eminem. Eminem, classic rapper. He's a white boy rapper, first white boy rapper. Probably, I don't know, I don't listen to rap music. But people listen to that. they'll listen to his lyrics like Kim. Let's take Kim. Kim is a perfect example of this, of domestic abuse, yelling, screaming, murdering women, doing a horrible thing to a woman, but they enjoy it because it's Eminem. It's him screaming at the top of his lungs about beating and killing a woman with some piano beat in the background. But what about Cannibal Corpse? Those beats, I mean, it takes talent to make a beat, I would say, although I suck at making beats, and my beats are better than most modern rappers. Except for Macca's. I like Macca's rappers. They're pretty cool. But let's take a look at Cannibal Corpse. Their talent. What does it take to do those things? Well, first you need your guitarist. I play guitar. If you've heard any of my Hitsdig music, here it is on the screen. Hitsdig, how to spell it. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube Music, recently iTunes and Apple Music. Check it out if you want to. We just hit 36 monthly listeners. There's a new listener in Pakistan. That's kind of cool. But it takes talent to play the guitar. You have to be able to, move your fingers the way you need to do, like side tangent, not Cannibal Corpse, but Behemoth, the song Christians Tell the Lions. It's a constant state of triplets. You have to be able to move your hand to those triplets and change the strings as you move along. But on the second set of triplets, because it goes triplet, 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 you're basically doing 6 open notes, and then you're moving your hand like that. You have to be able to move your hand like that. That's talent. Cannibal Corpse, they're moving their hand all around the strings, so I mean, it's more talented than Behemoth, but Behemoth is still a talented band. Then obviously the bass player, he's a fucking monster on the bass. I can't even move my fingers that fast, especially the way he does it. I can only use these two. I can't use that third finger because I haven't trained myself to do that because, like I said, I started with guitar. So I use these for finger picking. So that's just what I'm used to. The drummer, you have to be able to do those double kicks, blast beats, moving your hands around the drums. And then, like, I already did the vocals, so that takes more talent than going, yeah, I'm at my homie's crib eating Red Lobster, wearing bibs, sucking dick, eating lots of butter biscuit shit. I like beating women. Let's do another example. Let's talk about Burzum. Let's talk about Burzum. Yes, true cold ambient DSPM black metal. Beautiful. If you listen to the things he does, like Yesu Dude, listening to that, beautiful 8-minute song. Very few lyrics, but it's still a good song. Take that. It's all about or at least in his paganistic perspective of the death of Jesus. I'm not going to get into that right now. I don't care what you believe. Just don't shoot me, please. I've already been through enough. If you couldn't tell, I've got a monkey hanging on my wall. You know how hard it was to hang a monkey? Don't take that out of context. But it takes talent to do what he did because he did it all himself. Now let's take a look at Yeat. I've never listened to Yeat, but there was a time when I was always wearing a turban and people wanted me to rap because they thought I was Yeat. Never listened to Yeat in my life. So I looked at Yeat. Fucking worst music. It isn't even music. I don't consider rappers as artists until they do something to prove themselves. And Yeat didn't do anything to prove himself. It was all shit. I'd rather listen to Drake go, ooh, it's freezing, than listen to this. It was bad. But you take the talent of a musician and mix it with a guy who goes, oh, no, women, suck my dick. That's not talent. I can do that. I could make millions of dollars doing that. Australian dollars, specifically. I guess one more example before we get into the interaction, why people would be upset, and how you can say, kiss my ass. For my last example, we're going to compare Butcher's Harem, because it'll tie into the next thing, with mumble rap, like, specifically like Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, Tentacion. I hate all of those rappers, they all suck. I got into an argument one time with this one kid about mumble rap because I said people who listen to mumble rap don't get a say in what good music is, and I'm gonna stand by that till the day I fucking die. But I said this, and he said, no, they're not bad all the time. Does that mean they're just bad sometimes? I don't know, but to me, because music is subjective. Let's get that clear. Music is subjective. I like the bands that I put over here: Cannibal Corpse, Butcher's Harem, Darkthrone, Mayhem, Burzum, and the music I don't like over here. I mean, I do like some Eminem, but am I going to spend my time listening to that? No. But like Juice WRLD and all the other ones I just said, because I don't want to repeat them because people are going to be mad at me. But that's the whole point of this video. So let's just keep going. Got into a fight, and they were trying like, hey, listen to this one. This one you can really relate to the feelings of. You just weren't listening to the right music. Well, how am I supposed to know if it's the right music if I just don't like what's being said? So they sent me a song by Tentacion. Boring as shit. I'll get that right out the gate. Just because you put an acoustic guitar over a layered vocal of a barely rapped song because it's mumble rap doesn't make it interesting. I don't get it. Like when Oliver Tree does layered vocals, it's because he's afraid to use his real voice, and in his newest album, Alone in a Crowd, he didn't do that on a lot of the songs, and he sounded fucking great. Like, see that? I can listen to Oliver Tree, I can listen to Joji. I love both of these artists. They both have, I guess you could say, similar topics sometimes to whatever's going on this side, on the short bus over here that's mumble rap. But I'd rather listen to these two because they're actual emotions. You listen to these people talk about their problems, and it's real. You can feel it. Especially Joji, because a lot of people like to connect it to his time as Filthy Frank. Beautiful time that was. Anyway, they sent me a song. I didn't like it, so I went to find a song that did the exact same thing. And it was a song, Dark Entries by Bauhaus. Great song. I recommend you listen to it. Anyway, I don't entirely remember what I was talking about, but Butcher's Harem. They are a very aggressive underground ghoul rap Australian duo. Riptail Cutter. Butcher's Harem. They're very, very violent, and I've had the ability to talk to one of the people, Mangina. Lovely lady, lovely Sheila. I enjoyed talking to her for the few times I've talked to her about whatever was going on. I've had some bad things, had some good things. Oh well, I don't care because I just like music. I don't care what you believe as long as I can still enjoy your music. Just Harem. They sing about rape, murder, necrophilia, fucking shit, like literal shit, like poop and shit, piss, cum, whatever. Killing people, fucking the dead bodies, the holes that they cut in, doesn't really matter. They're gonna sing about it because that's what they sing about. Mumble rappers, on the other hand, I don't understand. They'll sing about, I'm sad, please, someone come help me, I'm sad, I'm gonna overdose on drugs because I'm sad, she won't talk to me so I'm sad, so I'm gonna do more drugs, and, I just can't take it anymore, so please, listen to me whine and sing about a girl that I had sex with like 3 times. I swear, we almost got to a 4th time, but I was just doing too many drugs for her to care. I don't like that kind of music. That music is boring. I'd rather listen to a bunch of Australians, a bunch of beautiful Aussie men, sing about rape and murder. That sounds bad, but it's true. So this ties into the next topic I wanted to talk about, and that is people getting offended by these things. I downloaded an app called Yubo. I was going to make a video about that, but it's just so fucking boring. I have to be the one to talk to people, and I don't like talking to people, so I just don't. I wait for others to show up, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I had a conversation with a chick from Slovakia, but not Czechoslovakia. That's very different. But I had a conversation with her. She was nice. Tried to see if she was interested in Ziznik Desad, but she never even heard of them, even though they're her neighbours. So, what can I say? This Sheila, this Aussie, she came to me first. She said hi. I said hi. Very basic conversation. Very basic intro. Told me she was gonna smoke. I said nice. Didn't get a response for like 2 days after that. It was beautiful. Because she's Australian, I said, oi, you're an Aussie. You know, the oldest Butcher's Harem, Bush Pig, Passenger of Shit. You know, I mean, they're all the same person. But you ever heard of them? And she said, no, who are they? And I was like, okay, well, yeah, the horrorcore, gore rap, passenger shit, speedcore, sadcore, whatever he feels like calling it. It's just fast, aggressive music with death metal vocals that are rap. And I know I didn't mention that before, but they are rap. But this is good rap because I like this one. Mumble rap is bad rap because it's just objectively bad. Like I said, I posted that thing. Hundreds of people agreed with me. A few people didn't, but that's because they were all butthurt that I didn't like Tentacion. Too bad. Suck it up. Eat my ass. But she was like, oh, yeah, I never heard of them. I don't like that poser shit. And I was like, poser shit? The fuck does that mean? Poser shit. Like, I get it. I can understand, like, poser, if you're coming from a true cult black metal perspective, like Euronymous, but she's not Euronymous, she's a woman. They can't have opinions. It's a joke. Calm down. It's fine. And I was like, oh, well, sorry you don't like it. I mean, I listen to Mayhem, Bosom, Dark Throne, Immortal, but you know, it's just really funny to be listening to something like Butcher's Harem, and they're like, hey, what you listening to? And you just go, I'm listening to Snuff Porn Holocaust. Snuff Porn Holocaust. Doesn't that intrigue you a little bit? Doesn't that just sound interesting? You're like, wait a second. Those are three words that don't really belong together. But that's too bad because they're put together. They're not words you'd think you'd ever say in your life, but you still say them because that's the name of the song. Or Blood Fetish, Open You Up, Snuff Porn, Gore and Sodom. That's a Ziznik song. It's another great song. Or Molesting Your Intestines. Just beautiful songs. Or like Intestinal and Buggery, Raped After She's Dead. Just a lot of it's just titles of the song, and I like them because they're goofy and silly, and I just like citing them to people. It's like, hey, you want to listen? You want to listen to Everlasting Anal Fistfuck remix because they had to figure out how to do it without Ziznik and Desad. It's beautiful, but what made me laugh, personally, it was that she goes, oh, yeah, actually, I'm a rad femme. V versus porn, and my girlfriend is Jewish. So, that's very gross of you to say. And I'm like, well, hang on, I'm not the one who said it. It's just the name of the song, and I even quoted the song. It's like, as they say in the song, it's a water spout, a battleground, a horror sound, your death band. And she got so angry. And what made it even funnier is that she's like, that's very degrading towards women. And I was like, I don't like porn either. It's stupid. I don't understand it. I'd rather be learning Japanese because that's all I do in my free time. I learn languages. 我喜欢汉语这个语是非常好. But she was just so angry, and she was like, well, you're a man, so you can't talk about these things. That's very degrading towards women. And I was like, well, it's fine because the mutilated, the severed, they're dead. Who cares if they're dead, right? Just doing some munging with the boars. Don't ask what that is. Just go along with it, please. Thank you. And she was like, well, it's for their pleasure. It's that they're severing and mutilating them for their pleasure. So I said, well, maybe, sometimes it's just out of pure boredom. Maybe they should run faster in the park if they didn't want to be raped and mutilated. Jeez, clearly you wanted it if you didn't fight back. Who cares if you broke your wrist and your legs? You could have fought back, kicked, bite. Who cares if you broke your jaw and ripped out your teeth? There's a way you could have fought back against that now, isn't there? You're silly. I don't believe you. You're a woman. Another joke. Please calm down. Please settle down in the back. Thank you. She got so visibly angry about just even the title alone because it had the word porn. She didn't care about the snuff. She didn't care about the Holocaust. I mean, she cared about the Holocaust because she brought up how her girlfriend is Jewish. And so I said, Oy vey, Mazel Tov. What do you want me to do about it? You got real chutzpah, you schmuck. So I I played along with it. She's like, you could just keep making jokes about it, and she blocked me. So I wanted to say that music is subjective. I get that, but that doesn't mean you need to be visibly angry that someone else likes something that you don't like, and that it's not even promoting these things. It's just like, yeah, like my slut's bodies in multiple pieces, conrod sipping, sloppy oysters cut easy with meat cleavers. Like, that's actual lines of the song. I listened to it. I actually recommend it. It's a very good song if you like brutal rap music. Like, if you like ICP, this is several steps away from them because of how much more horrorcore gore rap they are compared to ICP. But it's still a good song. I recommend it. So that leads to today. So that kind of concludes today's topic. Music is subjective. I don't care if you don't like what I listen to. I'll pretend I like what you listen to, but we all have to admit that we listen to shit music. There's something that we listen to that other people aren't going to like, and that we should at least all agree that Taylor Swift is the worst musician. That she's mid. Kanye West made her famous. Let's all be honest. If it wasn't for him coming up as like no no no, this other person deserved the award, not you. People wouldn't have been like, well, maybe she did deserve the award. What does her music sound like? And if the fans weren't a fucking cult like the Anthill Kids, then I think she wouldn't be as famous as she is today. So yeah, let's all agree to disagree. Music is subjective. You listen to shit music, you listen to mumble rap, you don't get a say in what good music is. In fact, you shouldn't even be allowed to be considered a person if you listen to mumble rap. You deserve to be picking my cotton in the fields if that's what you think. If you listen to mumble rap, get back to work, boy. That was another joke. Please don't take me down, YouTube, or people who will be violently offended by that. I do not apologize, but that's just how it's gonna be. Okay, thank you. I love you. But like, take for example, Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse, great band. Sperm Swamp, on the other hand, shit music. Darkthrone, great black metal band. But then, like, I don't know, I forget the name of the band, but they're pretty bad black metal music. Kechtaracht, very good DSBM. Then you take it with, like, Angel of Suicide. Angel of Suicide is a great DSBM band, but they've had a few stinkers in their catalog. They're not, I think they're a new band, I'm not entirely sure. I discovered them, like, 3 days ago, and I thought they sounded pretty good, but then there was a lot of music that I was just like, yeah, this doesn't line up, this doesn't match up, who cares? My band, I'm gonna be non-biased, it's pretty mid. If you like the lo-fi music, it's gonna be pretty good. You like the black metal music, it might be pretty good if you like DSBM or true cult black metal, because there's some songs like that. But if you like the lo-fi, you're gonna like the lo-fi and the breakcore music. If you don't like the black metal, you don't like the black metal. Those are gonna be the stinkers in there. It's subjective. I like everything that I make because I'm the one who made it. It comes from a very personal place. I'm not gonna explain any further than that, and if you really want to know, turn around now before I stab and eat you. So please, ladies and gentlemen, just understand that music is music. If you choose to be offended by it, that's on you. If you don't like it, that's on you. If you like it, good on you. It's like this video. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, that's on you. Dislike it so I can do it. But if you dislike it, please leave a comment. What can I work on? What can I improve on? If you like it, what did you like? What did you think was really funny? And subscribe if you want to. I don't really care. And check out Hutzlig. Here's the spelling again. And check out the music video for Alles Satanas Dominus Mali. I worked on it for like half an hour, and I had to do a lot of edits because there's a lot of things in Midori, even at just the beginning, that could get me demonetized from that. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm Unloved Lags. I'm Hutzlig. I am very dissociated. Bye-bye.